Stonehenge, an ancient and prehistoric monument built in England, mysteriously erected over 5,000 years ago. It's made of massive 25-ton stone blocks arranged in a circular formation, whose true purpose remains unknown. Many believe that it was intertwined with astronomy, burial rituals, and even acted as a gateway between the world of the living and the dead. But how do you move 25-ton stones, some originating from over 200 miles away, without wheels, cranes, or modern machinery? And what motivated these ancient people to even do it at all? That's the mystery at the heart of Stonehenge, one of the most iconic and perplexing monuments in human history. Rising from the green plains of Wiltshire, England, these massive stones are arranged in a circular formation and have puzzled archaeologists, astronomers, and mystics for centuries. What was its purpose? Who built it? And how did they overcome the staggering logistical challenges to erect something so vast, so precise, and so enduring? Stonehenge wasn't built all at once. Construction occurred in several phases, beginning around 3100 BCE and continuing until roughly 1600 BCE. What exists today is the final iteration of centuries of reworking, expansion, and refinement. The earliest version was a simple earthwork enclosure, essentially a circular ditch and bank. Later, wooden posts were erected, followed by the introduction of the iconic stones. The two primary types of stone used were the larger sarsens and the smaller bluestones. The sarsens, some weighing over 25 tons, are believed to have been transported from Marlborough Downs, nearly 20 miles away. The bluestones, however, came from the Preseli Hills in Wales, nearly 150 miles away. How Neolithic people were able to move these massive stones remains a mystery and the subject of ongoing debate. Some theories suggest a combination of sledges, rollers, and river transport. Others propose more speculative methods, such as stone balls used as ball bearings, or even ancient technologies that have been lost through the ages. The monument is aligned in a way that suggests astronomical significance. The most famous alignment is with the summer solstice sunrise. On the longest day of the year, the sun rises precisely above the heel stone when viewed from the center of the circle. This alignment has led many to believe that Stonehenge was a kind of ancient calendar or observatory, tracking the movements of the sun and possibly the moon. Such a function would have been vital to agricultural societies that needed to track and monitor the seasons for planting and harvesting. But Stonehenge was more than just a celestial tool. Excavations around the site have revealed cremated human remains, indicating that it also served as a burial ground. Some of these remains date to the earliest phases of the site's construction, suggesting that the area had a ritual or sacred significance long before the stones were ever erected. DNA and isotope analyses of the buried individuals show that many were not local, hinting that Stonehenge may have been a pilgrimage site, drawing people from far-off distances for reasons we still don't fully understand. The question of who built Stonehenge has also stirred debate. The monument predates the Celts and Druids, despite early associations made by 17th and 18th century historians. Modern archaeology credits various groups of Neolithic and Bronze Age peoples who lived in the British Isles. Evidence suggests a highly organized society with specialized labor and a deep knowledge of engineering, astronomy, and ritual practice. The scale and precision of Stonehenge strongly implies a communal effort on an enormous scale, likely requiring thousands of laborers working seasonally over generations. Among the more mysterious aspects of Stonehenge is the question of why such tremendous effort was invested in a remote and windy plain. Some believe it was a site of healing, others a sacred portal between the living and the dead. The bluestones, for example, were thought by some ancient cultures to possess mystical properties. Their journey from Wales may have held symbolic meaning, or perhaps even connected the monument to distant tribal homelands. Other more radical theories suggest that Stonehenge was designed as a prehistoric acoustic chamber, a kind of sonic temple, where the unique arrangement of the stones amplified sound to heighten the intensity of rituals and ceremonies. The arrangement of the stones is also laced with mathematical and geometrical significance. The spacing between the stones and their alignment with various solar and lunar events suggest that the builders had an advanced understanding of patterns and cycles in nature. This has led some researchers to suggest that Stonehenge acted as a unifying cultural and spiritual hub for the peoples of Stone Age Britain, a shared monument that bound different tribes together through shared rituals and a common understanding of cosmology. Despite centuries of study, many questions remain unanswered. No written records exist to explain Stonehenge's construction or its use. Everything we know has been pieced together through archaeology, comparative mythology, and educated guesswork. And that's part of its enduring allure. The true and ultimate purpose of Stonehenge will most likely remain a mystery. Its secrets are far enough out of reach to provoke speculative wonder, but close enough to remind us of the complex lives of our ancestors that came thousands of years before us. The purpose of Stonehenge may have evolved over time, as each generation had its own struggles, beliefs, and needs for survival. In an age where satellites map the skies and AI deciphers lost languages, Stonehenge remains a silent monument to ancient lives and civilizations, rooted in ritual, shaped by the earth, and deeply entwined with nature. We still do not fully understand what compels a civilization to spend generations shaping and aligning stones with the heavens. What did they see in the sky, in their lives and the world around them, that made them want to so desperately reach out for something more eternal? Until we know for sure, Stonehenge will remain a monument not just to Neolithic ingenuity, but to the human longing to find meaning in the complex history of those that came before us. This is the rise of humans,